Hello folks, we come to the exercise 12.3 where we are going to start with the next concept, that of section formula. It's nothing new to us, we have learned it in the 10th standard. This time we have to get it extended to this 3-dimensional space. So though we are familiar, we can just get ourselves brushed up as to what was section formula. If you have a point P and you have a point Q with coordinates, P with coordinates x1, y1, z1 and Q with coordinates x2, y2, z2. Suppose if there is a point some r which is dividing it this segment in the ratio ms to n, then in that case you can find the coordinates of r by the formula. Coordinates of r comes by formula m x2 plus n x1 by m plus n, and m y2 plus n y1 by m plus n, and m z2 plus n z1 by m plus n. This is in case of internal division because r is there inside P and Q. Now we are also going to take cases where you are going to have external division where r will be a point outside. It will be outside Q. So then in that case, let's see how it is going to be figured out. You will have a point r which is outside, such that PR will be of ratio m and then QR will be of ratio n. So I mean the component will be like that. So in that case you have the coordinates in that case will be mx2 minus, you just set place, nx1 m minus n, and my2 minus ny1 by m minus n, and mz2 minus nz1 by m minus n. So that's about this part. I hope we require only that. Then of course as a part of this we have a midpoint formula also, but we have used it at certain places earlier. But midpoint formula also, we know that for the coordinate, how do for given two coordinates, how we will use midpoint formula, it's clear to us. Yes. Okay, so now with that much thing we can, I think, directly start with this. In the exercise 12.3, question number 1 has got two subparts. It says that in the first part the 2 points are given to us, they are divided in the ratio 2:3 internally. Then in the second subpart you have to find out the coordinate of that point which divides this into a ratio 2:3 externally. So let's take the subpart. First let's name this, otherwise it's very difficult to work. So let A minus 2, 3, 5 and B 1 minus 4, 6 be given. Okay, then in the first subpart let P be the point of division, so coordinates of P, right? So how is that going to be? Yeah, it's like this. You have A here, you have B here. A is minus 2, 3, 5. I should have drawn it earlier, but it's okay. 1 minus 4, 6, and there is some P which is lying here whose coordinates we are trying to find, and the ratio is 2:3. So let's see now how it is. For the x coordinate it is 2 into 1, 2. First time I will write everything. 2 into 1, then next 2 into 1 plus 3 into minus 2. 3 into minus 2 and 2 plus 3. Then next it is 2 into minus 4 and plus 3 into 3, 2 plus 3, and last it is 2 into 6 and 3 into 5 and 2 plus 3. So how much is it coming? It is like 2 minus 6 by 5 minus 8 plus 9 by 5, 12 plus 15 by 5. So it is coming to minus 4 by 5, then 1 by 5 and 27 by 5. So that's our first set of coordinates. Minus 4 by 5, 1 by 5 and 27 by 5 is your first point. That's a coordinate of your first point. Then in the next part they ask us to show the external division. So like it's like this. You have A here, you have B here, and you have got that point P somewhere there. P, or you can say Q for a change. So A for us is minus 2, 3, 5 and B for us is 1, minus 4, 6. The ratio of external division is 2:3. So it's like coordinate, or you can say let Q be the point of division, be the point of division. I'm tempted to write the symbol of division. Okay, therefore coordinates of Q. Maths is a language of symbols. There is no harm if you use symbols. That's what I feel. But there are many people who will disagree, but that's what I feel. Right, coordinates of Q is 2 into 1 minus, I think we can take it directly from here. Only thing wherever the pluses are coming, they are minuses. That's all. So 2 into 1 minus 3 into minus 2, and then it is 2 minus 3, then it is 2 into minus 4 minus 3 into 3 by 2 minus 3, then again 2 into 6 minus 3 into 5 by 2 minus 3. So how much is it coming? 2 plus 6, so it's 8. 8 by minus 1. Then this is minus 8 minus 9. Minus 8 minus 9 is minus 17 by minus 1. And this is 12 minus 15, which is minus 3 by minus 1. So it's like minus 8, 17 and 3. Yeah, so that's how you're getting the coordinates of Q. Once we are done with that, probably we can move to the next question, which says that there are 3 points P, Q and R. It's already given that it's collinear. They ask us to find the ratio in which this collinearity happens. That is what they say. So we have seen, even when we were doing the 10th standard, that whenever they ask us a ratio, we will take that, we'll tell that let the ratio be k is to 1, and we proceed. Same way we can go here. So from the given, what is it? Right, P for us is 3, 2 minus 4, Q is 5, 4 minus 6, and R is 9, 8 minus 10. We will take k is to 1. Let k is to 1 be the required ratio. Right. So what will happen, because k is to 1 is the required ratio, you have to, we'll see the coordinates of Q. By formula is k 9k plus 3 by k plus 1, then 8k plus 2 by k plus 1 minus 10k minus 4 by k plus 1. Right, and also you know the coordinates now. On this side you know the coordinates, it's 5, 4 and minus 6 also. Right, this is equal to 9k plus 3 by k plus 1, 8k plus 2 by k plus 1 minus 10k minus 4 by k plus 1. Now actually each of these are corresponding. So you're free to take any coordinate, equate and get the value of k. So you can do that, you can take any one of the matchings and you can get that value comparing. You can compare any part. We'll take the first part. 9k plus 3 by k plus 1 is 5. This will go on the other side. So 9k plus 3 becomes 5 times k plus 1, which is 5k plus 5. And here it is 9k plus 3. Get it on the side. Plus 5k will become minus 5k. 5 minus 3, that's 2. So this is 4k. K will become 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. So what's the required ratio? It is k is to 1. And that means it is going to be 1 is to 2. So that is the required ratio in this case. That's it. Exactly as how we were doing in the 10th standard, except for that one part will become extra. That's it. Okay, once we are done with that, we are now moving to the next question, question number 3, which says that you have to find the ratio when the YZ plane is dividing those 2 points. Nothing quite same like what we have done here. So find the ratio when the YZ plane is dividing this. So like it's like you are having these 2 points A and you have the point B with coordinates minus 2, 4, 7, and this is 3 minus 5, 8. There's a plane which is dividing, right? So YZ plane, and in particular there's some point there, some P or something, right? You have to find the ratio. Let P comma A comma B be as shown in the figure. Be as shown in the figure. coordinate and coordinate of P is because it's in the YZ plane, it will have only Y and Z coordinates. Say, we are assuming, right, 0 HK. Why? Because YZ plane will never have the X coordinate, it will have only the Y and Z coordinate. We did it in exercise 1, right? So that we know about the coordinate now, and then we have to assume the ratio. Let K is to 1 be the required ratio. Be the required ratio. Now, coordinates of P will become equal to, by formula, it will be like we have told that this is in the ratio K is to 1. So it is 3K minus 2 by K plus 1. Then it will be minus 5K plus 4 by K plus 1. Then it is 8K plus 1 into 7 by K plus 1. And coordinates of P also, when we write coordinates of P is 0, H and K. Here it is, we should not have taken this K because the two K's will clash, R or something, right? So like 3K minus 2 by K plus 1 minus 5K by 4 K plus 1, 8K plus 7 K plus 1. It's the best to compare the first part. Why? Because for that the right hand side is 0. See? So comparing 3K minus 2 by K plus 1 is 0. This will go there, it will get dumped, and you will get 3K minus 2 to be equal to 0, 3K becoming 2 and K becoming 2 by 3, and that itself is the ratio. So required ratio is 2:3. Yeah, so that's our problem number 3. And then there are 2 more problems in the exercise that we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.